noticed how your favorite restaurant suddenly changing its menu every day? Don't you think you will go crazy? Well, accounting feels the same way about consistency. Imagine walking into your regular coffee shop and suddenly they are measuring your coffee in kilograms instead of milliliters. Yesterday, a small cup was 250 ml. Today, it is 0.25 kg. Confusing, right? That's why we need the consistency concept. Accounting's way of saying pick a lane and stay in. This concept is actually the superhero that makes financial statements trustworthy and comparable over time. And trust me, in the accounting world, be comparable is way more than important than be fashionable. So, what exactly is the consistency concept? In simple terms, once you choose an accounting method, stick with it. Unless you have a really, really good reason to choose. Here is why consistency matters. Comparability. It lets investors and managers compare apples to apples and not apples to managers. When a company uses the same methods year after year, you can spot actual disease trends rather than just accounting gymnastics. And another good reason why consistency matters is that reliability. It prevents companies from method hopping to make their numbers look better. Let's talk about depreciation method for example. The classic consistency battle here. Maybe you choose the straight line method to dictate your return. Great. Now stick with it. Don't switch to return down value next year just because it makes your profits look pretty. But wait, there are legitimate times when you can change methods. There are 3 situations where you can change the methods. First being whenever you have to comply with the new accounting standards, because even accounting rules get makeovers sometimes, we remember. And second scenario, to comply with the changes in law, because arguing with the government rarely ends well. And the third scenario, when the change gives a truer, fairer view of finances, because truth is even more important than consistency. These are the 3 situations where you can change the methods and we can deviate from the consistency project. Let us assume and let us visit one coffee shop where owner Bobby has a depreciation balance. Bobby bought a fancy espresso machines for 5 lakh rupees with a 5-year life. First year he used straight line method, wherein the annual depreciation comes to from around 1 lakh rupees per year. 5 lakhs divided by 5 years, that he get 1 lakh per year. At the year end, Bobby notices that other coffee shops are using actually a written down value method. If he switches in the second year to WDV method, it will come to 1,60,000. So how will we get it? 5 lakh minus 1 lakh in original depreciation for first years and 4 lakh written down value. On that 40% if you charge depreciation, you will get 1,60,000. Wow, higher depreciation is lower taxable income. Bobby thinks I should switch methods. But wait, the consistency concept steps in like a superhero. Not so fast, Bobby. Changing methods just to reduce taxes is accounting wickedness. Now let's see a legitimate case. Bobby's accountant, Aditya, informs him that a new accounting standard requires WDV for restaurant equipment specifically. Now Bobby asks Aditya, so now I can I switch? Aditya, his accountant says yes, but we need to disclose the change and its impact in the next financial statements. But remember students, consistency doesn't mean never change. It means don't change without good reason and proper disclosure. Let's address the exceptional case with inventory valuation. This is altogether a different scenario. As per accounting standard 2, inventory is valued at cost or net realizable value, whichever is higher. I'll repeat, inventories are valued at cost or net realizable value, whichever is higher. So here it appears that there is an inconsistency, but it's actually consistent application of the enhanceable. Suppose in the year 1, if the cost of the coffee is 300 rupees per kg, coffee powder IV, so 300 rupees per kg, whereas market value is 350 rupees per kg. So inventory should be valued at lower of cost or NRV, which appear to be 300 rupees per kg, right? So in the next year, the second year, if the cost of the coffee powder comes to 300 rupees per kg, but however, market value is 270 rupees per kg. Now, in the second year, if you compare cost or market value, the market value is lower here. So here you have to evaluate market value. Now, you will get a doubt, so whether is this inconsistent in more? The principle stayed the same, lower of cost or NRV. The outcome changed because market conditions changed. This is not inconsistency. It is consistently applying the prudence concept, which basically states never overstate assets or income. It's like consistently very appropriate clothes for the different weathers, even though that means different outfits for different days. So in conclusion, to wrap up, the consistency concept is your financial statement's faithful companion. It ensures that your accounting methods don't change more often than a teenager wasted. Here is a memory aid. Remember CPLD. Consistency provides long-term